Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ian, digital marketing consultant and agency owner. And in this video, we're going to talk about the #1 tool for digital marketers in 2019. Now, before I get into this, I want to mention that for marketers, there are a million different tools that you can use. There's, different tools for analytics, tracking, attribution, monitoring your ad campaigns. There's even tools that tell you that they'll run your campaigns for you. So as a marketer, you can spend your money in a number of different ways. After speaking to a lot of different marketers, I've come to the conclusion that there's one low-cost tool that can get any marketer an insane ROI on, return on their spend, basically. So it doesn't matter if you're an agency owner or you're running your own business, this tool is going to give you a ton of value. So what is that tool? It's Supermetrics. Supermetrics is a tool that allows you to pull data from a number of different sources and then input that data into platforms like Google BigQuery or Google Sheets, which is kind of a low-tech, non-coding database, a way that you can get all your data together and then format it. It allows you to do this really easily. It's basically point and click. You don't need to know any code, no Python, no SQL, no JavaScript, none of that. You can simply set it up so that you can pull in all the data you want, you can format it, and then you can output that data to your visualization tool of choice. So for our agency, what we like to do is use our super lo-fi version of a database, Google Sheets, and we'll pull in all our data into that, which allows us to easily use some of the formulas that are built into Google Sheets, lo-fi, their query language, so that we can then format that data. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to take what a number of different tools are reporting and get kind of a good feel for the average among all those different tools. So to give you an example, in some of our other videos, we've talked about attribution modeling and how different tools register different events for conversion, things like, add to cart, initiate checkout, sale, those type of things. There is different ways that these tools will actually attribute those events to all the different marketing channels you're using. Things like Google ads, Facebook ads, organic posts you have on your website, organic posts on things like Instagram or Facebook. You have traffic going to your online business from all these different channels. And when a sale happens, it's very difficult for any one of these tools to track exactly what led to that event happening. And it's a little too complicated to get into in this video, but that has to do with the different technologies these tools use to track users online. Many of these tools use very different technologies, and when you combine the capabilities of these tools with all your reporting in one place, which Supermetrics allows you to do, you're able to get a more accurate, reasonable picture of what actually is causing conversions in your online business, which channels matter, and which channels you should spend more money on. So if you have a creative team pumping out organic content, you can let them know which posts and images and types of written content are actually performing the best. Similarly, if you're running ads for a business, you can know which campaigns and ad sets and ad creatives and messaging is getting you the most sales. So I'm gonna give you a quick overview of exactly how we use this right now and how you can use it in your business. So Supermetrics has an integration that hooks right into a spreadsheet program like Google Sheets. You can take your data from something like Google Analytics and Facebook ads. We're gonna use those two because they're a very common set of tools that many marketers are using. So you can pull data from both of those tools into Google Sheets, format it, and then use what we like to use is a free visualization tool called Google Data Studio to then visualize that data for your clients or just for yourself. So you can build a dashboard with the KPIs that matter to you in your business. So to make this a little more concrete, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to my laptop so I can show you guys exactly what this looks like when you have the end product and you're actually using this. Now, I want to let you know up front that it does take a little while to get used to setting this up. It'll probably take you, 2 to 3 hours to all the different data from all the different sources you want, put it in a Google Sheet, and then format it and put it into a dashboard. But I'm going to tell you that those couple hours are going to be some of the best time you spend in your marketing career, because the insights that you're going to gain from using a tool like this are going to be tremendous. So I'm going to take you guys over real quick and show you this tool.
All right, what's going on, guys? I'm here at my laptop, and right now what I'm sharing with you is the landing page for Supermetrics. Now, Supermetrics is a tool that has a bunch of different versions you can use to connect different data sources, right? So they have one for Google Sheets, they have one for Google BigQuery, which is a data warehouse. They have one for specifically for Facebook ads integrations with Google Analytics. They have a bunch of different different tools, but the one that I'm talking about right now is the Supermetrics for Google Sheets, and their product's this first one right here. And what this does is allows us to pull in information to create a little lo-fi database for all our information in just a spreadsheet program like Google Sheets. Now, if you're a larger agency or you're going to be, pulling in data and storing data for long periods of time, like years and years back, you're definitely going to want to use one of their integrations for a data warehouse like Google BigQuery, or you're going to want to use another tool like Stitch or Fivetran, some other tools which I will get into in other videos. But for now, we're just going to talk about this because this is going to be easiest for most marketers to get started with building their own dashboards, their own analytics, basically, and their own. Even if you want to get into attribution modeling, you can do that with this a little bit as well. So what we're using this for is to, for us, we're using a pretty simple setup for this example I'm going to show you, where we have Facebook ads, Google Analytics, Google Ads, and then one of our email platforms that we're using on this integration with Supermetrics. So the first one that I have here is for one of the companies we're working with. And what this is what you're going to actually get in the spreadsheets. And once we go through the spreadsheet, what you're going to see here is what we like to call a master sheet. And what this has is we have a bunch of different tabs open in the sheet. And this allows you to, what we do here is we basically combine all the data that we want to visualize. In this case, I'm going to show you what our visualization looks like. It's on Google Data Studio, but first we have to get all the data into one place and format it. So what we do here is we have a sheet that has a bunch of different tabs for all the different data we're bringing in. You can see this is our master sheet where everything is combined, but we have Facebook campaign data, we have Facebook creative data, we have a Facebook funnel data, which goes through each step in our checkout process it basically shows you, it shows you how many conversions you're getting from the channel that you're looking at specifically. So in our case, once you have good data in Google Analytics, you can then set up goals in Google Analytics for things like add to cart, initiate checkout, purchase. And you can separate all those different events by channel, the channel that they're actually coming into. Now, if you guys are familiar with UTMs, this is going to allow you to separate out all your different sources and mediums within Google Analytics. If you have that accomplished, you have the correct data in Google Analytics, you're going to then be able to split out by channel all the different conversion events that are taking place. So in this case, we have sheets set up so that we can look at add to carts, initiate checkouts, and purchases that took place due to Facebook ads, Google ads, and our organic content. And that's what we're showing in our tabs that say, like this one, Adwords funnel data, which shows each step of the checkout process. Now, you're going to see a bunch of zeros here. This is not real data, and this is not filled in yet, but it's a good representation of what this would look like once you have it all filled out with data. I think, this one was filled out, so you can see here where we have the actual date, the source, and the medium, and then we have, going from user sessions to transaction and actual transaction revenue due to those organic posts we're looking at. See if this one's loaded. Okay, so right here you can see the same similar information for our organic Facebook posts, and then similar information for organic funnel data for basically any type of organic content. We also have some set up for email marketing. And again, if you have your emails UTM, you're going to be able to see how many transactions and the actual transaction revenue that was caused by the emails you're sending out, those different email sequences you have for follow-up. Now, this is kind of the boring part because this is just compiling all the data into one place, the sheet. The exciting part is when you actually have a dashboard. So what the dashboards look like, the ones that we use, it's going to look like this. And what it does is it's basically giving you a visualization of your revenue by channel. These are just split out by the main channels: Facebook, AdWords, organic, email, and then some important metrics like your average order value, your total CPA. And those are just the ones that we're using for this specific dashboard that we're building right now. But what we then like to do that makes these really exciting is go in and look at the actual performance of each campaign, or if it's organic content, how that organic content is performing. And that's what we have in here with all our different Facebook campaigns and actual links to the Facebook ads that are performing the best. We have something similar for AdWords. You can see that if this will load. And at the bottom here, you can also see the drop-offs between the different conversion points in our funnel, which let's go back to this one because this one is finished being built. Yeah, you can see here the actual drop-off between each conversion point in our funnel, from new customers coming in on link clicks to landing page visit to add to cart, initiate checkout, and product purchase. Basically, what Supermetrics allows you to do is to build this out for any marketing platform that you have. It allows you to set up your own funnel visualization, look at the actual metrics that you care about, and then pull them out and compare them against, and across these platforms. This is going to give you a much better idea of what's actually happening on your website. Like I mentioned earlier, because all these platforms are using different technology, and combining them to show you a visualization that, it gives you a reference point so you can look at how this reporting marketing is different on these different platforms, so you can make a more educated decision about where to spend your marketing dollars. But anyway, we can't get too into the weeds on this because this could turn into a 7-hour video talking about how to set up a little lo-fi database for your agency. But I wanted to give you a quick overview just to gauge how much you guys are interested in learning about these types of topics, and maybe even creating a playlist on setting up these dashboards end to end.
All right, I hope you guys like that quick introduction to Supermetrics. That's our favorite tool right now for 2019, and it's one that you guys can use in your business right away. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so that you're notified anytime that we come out with new content. Also, make sure to comment below letting me know what else you'd like to learn about Supermetrics or data-driven marketing in general. And as always, thank you guys for watching.